Today's video, it's going to be 10 items. Is it 10 items? That's all it is. If it's 10 items, there are 10 items that I sold for $30 or more. Before I get started, I have two items that are honorable mentions. They did not hit that $30 price mark, but I feel like they're an item that I want to tell you about. All right, first up, I sold this it's brand new pair of Nike Golf Dry Fit shorts. I found these at Goodwill. I have $4.05 into them. If you're new to my channel, I do an average buy cost. So I take everything that I buy from a thrift store, I add it all up and divide it how many listings I'm gonna have, and that's gonna be my buy cost for all my items. So this item I have $4.05 into, and it sold for $29.99 plus shipping, and it sold overnight. Listed it and it sold overnight. Next up is this Lucky Brand 361 vintage straight jeans. I found these at Goodwill. I have $5.40 into them, and they sold for $29.99 plus shipping. First up, I sold this Spider-Man 2002 movie promo t-shirt. I found this at Goodwill. I have $4.11 into it, and it sold for $39.99 plus shipping, and it shipped out international shipping. It shipped all the way to England, United Kingdom. Is that the same thing? It shipped to the United Kingdom. This is a really cool shirt. I used to work at Blockbuster, and I'm pretty sure I had this shirt when this movie came out. But the webbing on it, it was like 3D. You could feel it. It was really cool. I was pretty pumped about this sale. All right, this next item I found at a garage sale. I've had it in my garage for over 2 years. I bought it when I first started reselling. I had no idea how to ship this. It was a Rock Band drum set. I had just began watching YouTube videos and saw people selling these, so I found them at a garage sale. I bought the entire drum set for $10. I didn't have the drum pedal for it, and I didn't have any games or anything for it, so instead of just waiting around for that stuff, I just decided I was going to part it out. So I've already sold the legs, and I sold those for $26.99, and I sold the battery cover that goes on the back. I sold that for $12.99, I believe. I sold just the drum pads by themselves for $30 plus shipping, and they fit right into a number 7 USPS box. It was easy. It was great. And this took the longest. The other stuff sold rather quickly. The battery cover, I was really surprised about. It sold in like a day. I just thought I'd share that with you. If you ever see, even if you're at the bins and you don't even want to mess with that, honestly, take the battery cover. You can sell that for 13 bucks, and it's probably going to be free at the bins. All right, next up is this Panasonic OmniVision 4-head VCR. I found this at a church sale. I paid $5 for it, and it sold overnight for $59.99 plus shipping. These always seem to sell rather quickly. I even talked about it in the video. I did a haul. This was in a haul video, and I said it would sell overnight, and it sold overnight. All right, next up, I sold this Head IS-12 tennis racket. I found this at the bins. I actually found it inside of a tennis bag, and I didn't find it when I was at the bins. When I was at the bins, I saw this big tennis bag. And I was searching inside of it for a tennis racket. I could not find one, but when I finally brought it home and was cleaning out the tennis bag, inside of it I found this tennis racket. It was so light I literally could not feel it in there. But when I pulled it out and I felt how light it was, I figured it was probably worth some money. It was in pretty rough shape. It needed to be re-gripped. It had some scratches on it, scuff marks, just looked in pretty rough shape, but it still sold for $44.99 plus shipping. Most of the time when I go to the bins, I end up finding stuff, and just because it's so cheap, I feel like I'm going to put some work into it, so I'll buy stuff and put it in my cart, and when I get home, I'm like, man, I really don't want to work on it. And this was one of them. It was a lot of 2 Cabbage Patch dolls. To be honest, I put them in my cart. I started piling stuff on top of it, and I forgot they were in there because I was going to look them up to see if it was even worth selling. I just threw it in a box, and we just sat there. And then I was watching Julian at the Bearded Thrift Machine. I'll link his channel below if you haven't checked out Julian's channel. Really good stuff. But he mentioned that he had a lot of 4 Cabbage Patch dolls, and he just didn't want to mess with them, so he threw them up on an auction, started the bid, and got a bid and sold it. So I told him I was going to take that idea and do it. So between these 2 Cabbage Patch dolls, I have $2.15 into them, and I started an auction. I started the auction at just $14.99. I figured that in 7 days someone will at least buy them for that, and I'll be happy. I'll get some money out of it, and they can get some dolls. Well, they actually ended up doing rather well. They sold for $63, plus the buyer paid $27 for shipping to Canada. I just took pictures, showed them, and I've already received positive feedback. They were super stoked about it. So I don't know. There's probably maybe one of these dolls was worth something more than that, but for take $2.15 in investment into $63, I will take it. I was very happy with that sale. All right, this was a brand new pair of Levi's 560 jeans. I found these at Goodwill a few weeks ago. They paid $5.94 for them, and they ended up selling for $71.99 plus shipping, and they were international shipping. I shipped them all the way to Japan. I didn't use the global shipping program. I used a pirate ship. The buyer paid $23 for shipping, and it ended up costing $24.95. All right, this brand APC, it's new to me. I was at Goodwill. I couldn't find anything to buy to resell, and I came across these jeans. They said APC on them. They were brand new with tags. Never heard of the brand. Looked them up. Comps were pretty good on it. A lot of times I hear other resellers say when you find if something feels like quality, it usually can be worth some money. They didn't have that feel to them, so I was rather shocked when I saw what they actually sold for. They just felt super stiff. Like they weren't felt like a really cheap brand of jeans, but comps are great on them. And I ended up taking a best offer. I listed them for $99.99, and I took an offer for $89.99 plus shipping. All right, if you watch one of my recent haul videos, I found these CC Filson shorts. I found them at my Goodwill. I paid, how much did I pay for those things? I paid $5.40 for them, and these sold over on Poshmark for $40 plus the buyer paid shipping on Poshmark. So I'm pretty happy with that sale. They sold, I think, less than a week, maybe a week. They sold pretty quick. I was pretty happy with that sale. All right, now this sale I have to tell you about, not because I'm super thrilled about it, but because I will buy this stuff again as long as I can get it at the right price. I sold this lot of 3 Carhartt t-shirts for $34.99 plus shipping. The one problem with it is that I bought it at Goodwill. I paid $5.94 a piece for all 3 shirts, and so that gives me a buy cost of $17.82, which they sold pretty quick. But I mean, I'd rather have if I could get $1 or $2 for each of these and then sell them for $34.99, that would be so much better than what I did. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm going to leave them, but I mean, I'm gonna try my best to leave them, but I wanted to put it on film that I'm gonna leave them. So if you see me buy these again, as long as I got them for a better price, I don't know, $2 or $3 a piece, and I have like under $10 into all 3, I would be a lot more thrilled about this sale. But if you're ever out and about and you see some Carhartt t-shirts, they go for, I cannot believe they go for this kind of money. I mean, they are nice t-shirts, so maybe I guess I can believe they do go for that much. All right, this sale, I have to give credit to my mother. We were driving by the Goodwill bins. We went inside, and she found these Nike Zoom Pulse medical staff shoes. That day I have $2.22 into my shoes, and these are really cool shoes. I have never seen Nikes like this before. I don't know what planet I'm from, but I ended up selling them for $50 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. Super pumped about that sale. They looked almost brand new. Thanks, Mom. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I have grape Kool-Aid, but it's water with a sugar-free packet of grape Kool-Aid in it. I think it's grape. It might be Weiler's. You guys have Weiler's? You ever heard of Weiler's? It's supposed to be sugar-free, but you can't drink a lot of it, because then you're gonna upset stomach. This is my first one. I should just drink regular water, but I didn't feel like regular water, and so then I started grabbing tea. I'm like, I should do some water. I don't know what's better, if it's sugar-free Kool-Aid packet from mixed with a bunch of chemicals in it, or if it's just regular tea that I brewed over the stove and then put over in ice with some water. Put a little lemon. That's probably better for me. How did I get that cut? You see that cut? I'm all beat up. Have I told you how much I appreciate you watching my video? It means the world to me. If you missed my last video, check it out here. And I also think you'll like this video right there.